Back in the day when I used to work for other companies, 'cause obviously this is our business, this is my own business. But back in the day when I used to work for other companies, um, initially everything was done on VHS, and it was a very 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 different time because the client would have to come down and sit with you and work with you on everything, and then they couldn't see that back in their office either. There was no way they could review that. All decisions had to be made in the edit suites. There was no them having a copy back in the office or anything. So everything we did was generally for a single purpose, would perhaps be for a training video or a conference or something like that, or maybe a low end commercial. But it all was destined to go on tape, and then that tape would have to be shown at its time. And there were very few people that could view that tape because it may be a Betacam or something like that, and obviously that wasn't something that many people had access to. The internet has totally transformed what the industry is, because years ago, the whole industry was all about broadcast. Everyone wanted to do broadcast or film. Those were the main areas for it, and we obviously deal more with business. And businesses didn't really do that much film to represent themselves because there was no medium for it to be able to be seen. Um, I've watched the internet grow, but the internet is definitely how everything we do is viewed these days. Possibly occasionally intranets. If we do something for a company, it's internal, it's not to go external, but even that is viewed over the internet mostly these days. Um, so I remember when it first kind of became an option possibly to put things up as a video to watch, but it would still take the client ages to download. But even then, and as low rent quality as it was very poor quality. It changed things overnight because it took a lot of the decisions of having to be made in the edit suite out and opened them up to the client's view at home. And then of course it opened it up to a whole new audience, people to be able to view at home over the internet. It was a very slow process. Now of course with broadband and even fibre broadband and mobile devices, everything that we do, virtually everything we do, is for a business to represent a bit of beauty film or whatever it is, and that will be viewed over the internet on their web page, their YouTube channel, their Facebook page. So it's everything comes over the internet these days. For our company, having a red is absolutely amazing because it's just lifted us above the general everyone else out there, and we've taken that next step up because we can deliver results that are just that cut above what everyone else is able to deliver. It's fantastic. It's just a step up and just what we need really, because there's so many companies, we can just step above the crowd a little bit, which is what we all need to do, I think. Amateur filmmakers are fantastic, and I think the fact that it's so accessible for them is absolutely brilliant, and it keeps us on our toes, because we can't rest around because we see what everyone can do with such simple equipment and such cheap equipment, and they can put it online. I mean, we all know of the stories of people that have been discovered online, like the guy who did District 9, just literally made a short film all on his own. He did all the effects, did all the shooting, did all the work, and put it up on YouTube and got discovered, and Peter Jackson gave him a fortune to go and make District 9, and that really set him on his way. So before, I think, you really had to scream to be noticed, and obviously a lot of people would never be discovered, whereas now there is this huge audience out there, and you can make small amateur films, you can put them up on YouTube, and if they're good, people will watch them and they will get discovered. So I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've seen the whole transformation of online digital technology, and it's absolutely fantastic, and it's going faster and further than I ever thought it probably would. Um, Maybe I was a bit narrow-minded, but I remember when we were first watching videos on the internet, I just didn't perceive that the broadband and the compression and things would make it so easy to just upload a video to YouTube and have people watching it within 20 minutes of it being finished, and it's online and people can view it. And I just didn't really see that. I can't think it can really get much further, faster even, but iPads and iPhones and obviously smartphones and all the rest of it is definitely the future. There's fantastic devices just for viewing the content that we make, and I know personally, I bought the iPad as a little bit of a gimmick, thinking that it would be quite easy to take out to clients and show them some of the work that we've done. And within about a week, I don't think I fire up my laptop or use the computer for anything other than actual editing, where it needs to be something more powerful. The iPad has just totally taken over, and I watch my television and all sorts of things on the iPad, and I know I'm not alone on that. And when I want to see work that other people have done, because I'm always keeping abreast of what other people do, then I watch it on my iPad. And I'm lucky to have one at the moment, because I know not everyone does, but 5 or 10 years time, they'll just be an absolute given. And then of course there's the 3G, 4G data network. So literally, you can be anywhere, and you can pull out your phone out of your pocket and you can watch a video that someone posts. So it is fantastic, but it does keep us on our toes. And obviously, we've got to keep up with the changing times and make sure that everything we deliver is suitable, for what the clients want. But then again, every single medium is another reason for a client to want a job. It's fantastic in that sense.